unrest could affect St. Lucia tourism, and emergency teams race to find Spanish flood survivors as debris cuts off communities. The details in a moment.
Cooking made easy with Roberts. Purchase Roberts coconut spread, olive oil spread, or milk cream
for a chance to win one of 4 amazing prizes: a cake mixer, a complete cooking set, a pressure cooker, or baking tins. Can you imagine butter with coconut or soybean oil combined? Nuka Pale Bongo. Excellent taste, great flavor, and a healthier option. Shop now and win big with Roberts. Promotion ends November 15th. Terms and conditions apply.
Manger local, boire local, plonger en dedans toute bagaille Dominique. Appréciez bon sample pour un rien pendant toute saison là. Célébrez Kilti Dominique et puis spectacle local en live. Visitez Delino en magasin là pour bon petit déjeuner et bon déjeuner créole. Visitez Coin Dominique côté Big W et puis IGA Supercenter et achetez ou gagner manger Dominique. Proposé par HHV Whitchurch & Company pour meilleurs produits en gros et en détail.
Petro Caribe. Tank installation is part of our mission. Excellent client support is what we got. Contribution to development of Dominica. Supply of LPG at an affordable rate. Let's go. Petro Caribe straight. No time to waste. So come on everyone with me to Petro Caribe. 250 gallon propane tank. 420 pound propane tank. 100 pound LPG cylinder. Petro Caribe. 20 pound fiberglass cylinder. Petro Caribe. Petro Caribe. Petro Caribe. Petro Caribe. Petro Caribe. Petro Caribe. Petro Caribe.
DBS News.
We thank you for joining us on the DBS Morning Newscast. I am Ivona John Baptist Luge. 18 individuals will receive Meritorious Service Awards when Dominica observes its 46th anniversary of independence on November 3. Government Press Secretary Dion Dura-Smith reports.
Thea Lafont-Gatson, who won Dominica's first Olympic medal, gold in the triple jump at Paris 2024, will receive Dominica's highest award, the Dominica Award of Honor. Dentist Dr. Cyril Robinson, who previously served as Chief Dental Officer in Dominica, the government of the United Kingdom, and the government of Canada, which have both provided support to Dominica as we pursue our climate resilience goals and arrange developments. The developers of Intercontinental Dominica and the Cabritz Marina will receive the Cicero Award of Honor. Cheryl Roll, a highly successful insurance professional, Simeon Albert, the former chairman of the Canefield Urban Council, and a furniture manufacturer, Nigel Francis, a former educator, playwright, and cultural officer, and Gerald Corbett, a former science educator, will be honored with the Meritorious Service Award. Amor Thomas will also receive the Meritorious Service Award for his exceptional and long service to community development in the Granby community, as well as Annette Bates for community development and agriculture, Martin Charles for his contribution as a diplomat, Carol Severy Abraham for her work in the agriculture sector, Dr. Hudson Challenger for his contributions as an educator, and Catherine Janice Layton Armour for her promotion of Dominica's culture. Courtney Challenger, the former deputy fire chief, and Adelina Detouche, a longtime educator at the Convent Prep, will receive the Long Service Medal, and Isaac Andre, a groundsman for over 40 years, will receive the Services Medal of Honor. The awards will be presented on Sunday, November 3rd, 2024, at the Independence Day Observance Ceremony at the Windsor Park Sports Stadium from 5 p.m.
Government Press Secretary Dion Dura-Smith. In more news this morning, a plan by Dominica to produce green ammonia is taking shape. Green ammonia is widely used to make agricultural fertilizers. The commencement of an Inception Forum and farming workshop for the Pre-feasibility study for the production of green ammonia takes place at Goodwill Parish Hall this morning at 9 o'clock. The government of Dominica has announced that the workshop will be conducted by Kingsjay Green Limited, a key green energy Caribbean projects developer. The government of Dominica says the workshop will mark a key milestone in the planning and design efforts at the production of green energy commodities as part of its Green Industrialization Initiative. National stakeholders, including private and public sector, local manufacturers, financial institutions, and others, are expected to participate during the course of executing the pre-feasibility study. A special appeal has been made to members of the diaspora currently on island to be part of the low-carbon development process. And DBS Radio will bring live stream of the event this morning. Permanent Secretary in the Ministry of Foreign Affairs and Trade, Barbara Daly, has encouraged Dominican farmers to enhance their standards, quality, and consistency. She says if Dominica is to contribute $700 million to gross domestic product, GDP, from agriculture by 2030, standards must be at the forefront of farmers' enterprise.
By now, you must be in tune with government's ambitious journey to reclaim its position as the food basket of the Caribbean. This endeavor is fueled by the recent policy to attain a contribution of $700 million to GDP from the agricultural and trade sectors by 2030. On the regional front, the effort aligns with CARICOM's objective to reduce food imports to the region by 20% by 2025. Ladies and gentlemen, we all agree that this target, which we have set ourselves, is no doubt an ambitious one. The importance of standards, 2, the importance of quality, and 3, the importance of consistency. The importance of standards in fresh produce, to include the blue economy, ensures that our products and services are safe for consumption, hence reducing the foodborne illnesses. Standards also help to maintain a certain level of quality, as it is important for consumer protection and trust, and that makes it easier for trade. Additionally, standards provide guidelines and help farmers develop practices and increase yields, and at the same time protect the environment. Ladies and gentlemen, I wish to reintroduce to you the Dominica Bureau of Standards.
Permanent Secretary in the Ministry of Foreign Affairs and Trade, Barbara Daly. She says the work of the Bureau of Standards is imperative to the development of national quality standards.
The Bureau continues to improve the global competitiveness of Dominica's goods and services through the development of standards. Currently, there are 21 published national standards with a list of others in progress, spanning key industries like agriculture, manufacturing, tourism, health, and safety, among others. Currently, there are 8 draft codes of practice for 7 priority agricultural crops open for public review and feedback. How many of you knew that? They are all on the Bureau's website, but how many farmers, after had this work, go to the Bureau's website? I therefore charge Dexia to collaborate with the Bureau of Standards and the Ministry of Agriculture to ensure that all stakeholders in the sector are knowledgeable of these new codes of practice as a matter of urgency. Secondly, quality. In today's reality, the quality of what you produce is what will determine how long you will remain in the market.
Permanent Secretary in the Ministry of Foreign Affairs and Trade, Barbara Daly. In more news, Dominica will soon see the implementation of a comprehensive national dementia plan. That's according to newly appointed president of the Dominica Dementia Foundation, Veron Nicholas. Nicholas says the plan will introduce new policies which seek to improve the quality of life of people affected by dementia.
So with the National Dementia Plan, it's a document, first of all, which will stipulate things about what policy in terms of caregiving policy, what kind of policy to implement. It will also help to identify, create or establish early diagnosis guidelines and protocols, which I believe is very critical for our environment here in Dominica. In terms of raising awareness, we need to be able to not just say, oh, there's dementia, but to understand how dementia creeps up on a person. Just that. I think the most important part too is that the government will be involved. You can definitely say, okay, we need to have trained professionals in these areas, so let's set aside a certain amount of money for a scholarship for persons who can study in these areas. And I mean, that would greatly enhance our country. And you also have, in terms of identifying whatever else we need in the environment, and money is being set aside to have these things in place.
Newly appointed president of the Dominica Dementia Foundation, Veron Nicholas, she says there are a number of challenges affecting individuals living with dementia in Dominica.
We face quite a bit. For one, lack of specialized care. And most important part too is the burden on the families and the healthcare system. There are persons who have some level of capability in terms of caring for persons living with dementia. But the fact is that persons still do not understand how dementia affects the brain. Some medical professionals themselves, they may get certain things wrong. I'm not a medical professional, but what I'm saying is in terms of dealing with persons, somebody who lives with it, you try to figure out what is really going on. So it's hard to understand. However, what I think is that as a society, we need to be more mindful. We need to bring that back because we need each other. When a family member is living with dementia, we need the village to step in. The caregivers as well, which is very important, as well as just checking on the person living with dementia. They don't need to be shunned aside. They need to be inclusive. I think that's the most important part because that will also help slow down the impact of dementia.
Newly appointed president of the Dominica Dementia Foundation, Veron Nicholas. Finance Minister Dr. Irvin McIntyre has renewed a call for Dominicans to support local products and services. Dr. McIntyre made the call while addressing Market Day for Difference in Roseau at the weekend.
I wish to take this opportunity to encourage you once again to consume local products and services. This is a call that the Honorable Prime Minister has echoed time and time again, and I am sure you will agree it is the right decision for all of us here. By choosing local, we contribute to a sustainable future for Dominica. We will continue to support the efforts of our farmers, fishers, and vendors in our collective endeavor to increase the consumption of local foods and the purchase of local goods and services. As a government, it is our duty and honor to support initiatives that uplift our local producers. We are committed to increasing access to resources, ensuring fair pricing, and exploring ways to promote local produce beyond Dominica's borders.
And that was Minister for Finance, Dr. Irvin McIntyre. A teacher at the Isaiah Thomas Secondary School has been named the 2024 UE Global Campus Valedictorian. Mrs. Kellyanne Stedman is the fifth Dominican to attain this honor, following the footsteps of Minister of State with specific responsibility for entrepreneurship and small business development, Darren Pinard, Kirk Edwards, Novenia Isaac, and Judy John. Stedman says she hopes to inspire others with her newest accolade.
I am truly elated to be named the valedictorian of the UWI Global Campus. This achievement means so much to me as it is a testament of my hard work, my dedication, and the sacrifices I've made throughout this journey. It is also an honor to represent the graduating class of 2024 and be an ambassador of such a prestigious institution which has served the Caribbean region for over 75 years. So it is both a humbling and empowering moment for me. I also consider this moment as an opportunity to bring positive recognition not only to the UWI Global Campus, but to our local Dominica sites and also to my country by extension. And I must say I look forward to the avenues it will create for me to inspire others.
2024 UE Global Campus Valedictorian Kellyanne Stedman in a subsequent newscast. We will hear more from her as she encourages individuals to pursue tertiary education. 1,168 students of the UE Global Campus will be honored through a virtual graduation ceremony on Saturday, November 9. And the treasurer of the Tipper Truckers Association, Anton Laville, has announced that they have secured employment with the International Airport Project. Tipper Truckers Association staged protest action at Canefield earlier this month, forcing the authorities to address their concerns of lack of employment. The truckers then met Prime Minister Roosevelt Skerrit, where an agreement was reached.
Yeah, as you all have noticed yesterday, the Tipper Truckers Association, the Dominican trucks, I must say, started hauling cement from the port in Roseau to the new airport site. Over the past few days after the protest action that took place at Canefield, we were negotiating with the with MMCE and the Chinese contractors as to secure employment for our Dominican trucks. We came to an agreement where we will be hauling 240 tons per day. So this means that the Dominican truckers along with the Chinese trucks will be hauling the cement to the airport site. I would like to say special thanks to the Dominican people for their overwhelming support that they have given us. This has been a very long and tiring process of begging the authorities for employment for the Dominican truckers. We were left with no choice after we took the protest action in Canefield. Really and truly, sometimes to make an omelette, you have to break an egg. For starters, we are a bit pleased and we're excited to see the trucks doing something. All we have been asking for over the past years was something very simple, just to create employment for truckers.
Treasurer of the Tipper Truckers Association, Anton Laville. News from the region. In recent weeks, violent protests over rising food prices have shaken the French Caribbean island of Martinique. After a brief decrease in tensions on the island of 350,000 people, unrest erupted again earlier this month. The new wave of trouble saw protesters looting shops, setting up burning barricades, and clashing with police. In response to the escalating violence, authorities in Martinique announced plans to ban protests and implement a new curfew after the latest riots resulted in one fatality from gunfire, 26 injured officers, and significant property damage. The unrest has caused alarm beyond the island, particularly for St. Lucia. St. Lucia Tourism Authority Chief Executive Officer Louis Lewis expressed concern over the potential ramifications of the ongoing situation in Martinique. He highlighted the significance of Martinique as a critical market for St. Lucia, especially for weekend visitors who frequent local entertainment venues and contribute to the economy through online spending. And he said they are monitoring that situation closely. Rescuers in southern Spain are working tirelessly to find anyone unaccounted for after flash flooding killed at least 95 people in the region. It is not clear how many are missing, but hundreds of soldiers have been sent to Valencia, one of the worst hit areas, to help with the operation. Some areas can only be reached by helicopter due to roads being blocked by mud, debris, and piles of cars. Communities are reported to be devastated. Local authorities have issued warnings about false information circulating online, including whether Valencia's tap water is safe to drink. That's news. Sports is next.
Cooking made easy with Roberts. Purchase Roberts coconut spread, olive oil spread, or mellow cream.
For a chance to win one of 4 amazing prizes: a cake mixer, a complete cooking set, a pressure cooker, or baking tins. Can you imagine butter with coconut or soybean oil combined? Nuka Pale, Bongo. Excellent taste, great flavor, and a healthier option. Shop now and win big with Roberts. Promotion ends November 15th. Terms and conditions apply.
Manger local, boire local, plonger en dedans tout bagay Dominique. Apprécier bon sample pour en rien pendant toute saison là. Célébrer Kilti Dominique et puis spectacle local en live. Visitez Delino en magasin là pour bon petit déjeuner et bon déjeuner créole. Visitez Coin Dominique côté Big W et puis IGA Supercenter et achetez ou gagner manger Dominique. Proposé par HHV Whitchurch & Company pour meilleurs produits en gros et en détail.
Petro Caribe. Tank installation is part of our mission. Excellent client support is what we got. Contribution to development of Dominica. Supply of LPG at an affordable rate. Let's go. Petro Caribe straight. No time to waste. So come on everyone with me to Petro Caribe. 250 gallon propane tank. 420 pound propane tank. 100 pound LPG cylinder. Petro Caribe. 20 pound fiberglass cylinder. Petro Caribe. Petro Caribe. Petro Caribe. Petro Caribe. Petro Caribe. Petro Caribe. Petro Caribe.
Soft weave bathroom tissue, napkins, and paper towels are the perfect choice for your home. Manufactured with virgin fibers, it's the quality that you and your family deserve. New Soft Weave Total Hygiene bathroom tissue is produced at high temperatures to remove microorganisms. It's pH controlled to protect your skin and produced with UV light disinfection to eliminate bacteria and viruses, providing maximum protection. Soft Weave, distributed by Fine Foods Inc. and sold island-wide.
Soft Weave. Quality, affordability, manufactured with you in mind.
Covering the nation and beyond. DBS Sports Report.
Rudolph Thomas Enterprise in Portsmouth, your suppliers of building materials and hardware products. Over 20 years experience in the business. Rudolph Thomas has lumber and plywood, Portland and tile cement, steel rods, galvanized and fence pipe. And Rudolph Thomas can meet all your wire needs. Galvanized roofing sheets, doors, windows, toilet sets, face basins and bidets. PVC piping, fittings and lattice. Check out Rudolph Thomas for ceramic and vinyl floor and wall tiles, nails, nuts and bolts, paint and painting supplies. And check out their line of electrical and hand tools. And Rudolph Thomas is your one-stop shop for hard-to-find items like fiberglass mat and fiberglass resin and welding rods. Go now to Rudolph Thomas on 1240 Bay Street in Portsmouth.
More money with NBT, it's more money.
To upgrade my phone and even my home with one simple loan.
More money.
To have your wedding, to go traveling, to do anything.
More money.
No security. Speedy delivery, just check NBT. Apply anytime. In branch online, it's more money time.
More money with NBT, it's more money.
No collateral.
More money with NBT, it's more money.
Speedy delivery.
More money with NBT, it's more money.
Just check NBT.
More money with NBT, it's more money.
Welcome to the morning sports report. Central Cooperative Credit Union Dubla FC took a huge step towards winning the DFA Premier League title for a second straight year as they pounded Petro-Caribe Port Michel as the DFA Premier League continued last night at the DFA Technical Center. The league leaders moved 3 points clear of Valvoline We United as they recorded the biggest win of the season last night. National player Ode Laville got 4 goals as Dubla registered a 13-0 thumping of Point Michel. Shikel Saint Marie also got a hat-trick. Travis Joseph got 2 goals. Brielle Thomas, Vermont Joseph and Savio Anselm also scored for Dubla. The win moves Dubla to 34 points, 3 points clear, and with a game in hand over We United, who are on 31 points. The loss meantime leaves Point Michel in 9th place on 12 points, just 1 point in front of Baffin State, who are on 11 points in 10th place. Point Michel, however, still has a game in hand over Baffin State as they look to avoid relegation. The sports division will try again this morning to get the finals of the Independence Primary School's athletics finals underway. The event was scheduled to get underway on Wednesday, but was postponed due to the inclement weather. The competition, which will see student athletes competing in 7 districts, will get underway at 9:30 at the Benjamin's Park.
Due to adverse weather conditions resulting in significant waterlogging at the Benjamin's Park in Portsmouth, the primary school's Independence Athletics meet scheduled for today, October 30, 2024, has been postponed. The safety concerns for our young athletes and the integrity of the competition were paramount in this decision. The meet has been rescheduled to tomorrow, Thursday, October 31, 2024. All events will proceed as originally planned with the same start time and format. The sports division is monitoring the weather closely and will provide any further updates as needed. We appreciate the understanding and cooperation of all schools, athletes, coaches, and spectators as we ensure a safe and successful event tomorrow.
Acting Sports Coordinator Edmund O'Dean. West Indies captain Shea Hope is hoping the team can put the setbacks from Sri Lanka behind them and focus on getting the job done as their ODI series with England gets underway in Antigua this afternoon. The Windies team lost the 3-match series 2-1 and has managed just 1 win in ODI cricket for 2024. The first ODI gets underway at 2 p.m. today.
For some reason, I just think that we find a way. I think that there's always a different buzz whether we play against England. We always love playing at home, so I think it's something that we always strive to defend home court. I just think the way we've prepped, the way we've planned, we just need to continue executing, and then the rest will take care of itself, all the results will take care of itself. Yeah, for sure. Well, we don't have the option of playing Champions Trophy this time, but we still definitely have to look ahead. We've got 2027 in our eyesight, but we have to take it stride by stride. It's important that we focus on each game at a time. We understand that every single game matters because points will get us up the rankings and give us an easier chance of qualifying.
Captain Shea Hope. The Windies team will be picked from Shea Hope, captain, Alzari Joseph, Joel Andrew, Shimron Hetmeyer, Casey Carty, Ruston Chase, Matthew Ford, Shamar Joseph, Brandon King, Evan Lewis, Gudakesh Moti, Shofin Rutherford, Jaden Seals, Romario Shepard, and Hayden Waltz Jr. Meantime, Hope says it was good to see contributions from Evan Lewis and Shofin Rutherford in the last series and is hoping other guys will step up. Leeward Islands Hurricanes opener Justin Greaves hit the first century in the regional Super 50 Overs tournament as the Leewards took down the West Indies Academy as that tournament continued Wednesday in Trinidad. Greaves hit an unbeaten 111, leading the Hurricanes to a score of 236 for 7 in their 50 overs. Jediah Blades picked up 3 for 49 for the Windies Academy. The young Windies, chasing 237, were bowled out for just 94 runs. Daniel Doram took 3 for 34 and Rakim Cornwall took 4 for 22. The Leeward Islands Hurricanes won by 142 runs. Meantime, Lenico Boucher hit a career best as the Barbados Pride beat the Jamaica Scorpions. Boucher got 73, Zachary McCaskey 63, and Kyle Mayers 41 as Barbados made 260 for 8 in their 50 overs. Makino Minley took 3 for 43. Jamaica in their turn at the crease chasing a revised target of 225 from 37 overs were bowled out for 199. Odin Smith top scored with 45. Jermaine Blackwood got 40. Jomel Warrican bagged 4 for 25. Dominic Drakes 3 for 34 and Naeem Young 1 for 10. Barbados won by 24 runs via the Duckworth-Lewis method. Meantime, Windward Islands Volcanoes assistant coach Carlton Bowe Jr. says the Windwards are trying to adopt an aggressive style of play moving forward. His comments follows the Volcanoes' 1-wicket win over Guyana on Tuesday.
Well, definitely the brand of cricket that I'm trying to encourage. I mean, you're gonna be 2-3 quick wicket down. Guys cannot panic at all. So you gotta bat positive and try to keep pushing. As long as you play conventional cricket shots, straight down the ground, picking up your singles, where they had boundaries, automatically you're gonna get in a rhythm that will, take you past.
First win, first game, so that's out of the way. Next project. How does the coaching staff and the management staff keep the team grounded heading into the next set of matches after this last over win?
Well, I mean, these guys are pretty much, have a good mind in regards to how they think about the game. They're not, those type who, be talking a lot. These guys are very focused in terms of what they got to do and when they got to do. So moving forward, you'll see more improvements and guys doing different things again, trying to get us past the mark.
Winod Islands Volcanoes assistant coach Carlton Bowe Jr. The Super 50 Overs tournament continues today with Guyana taking on the combined campuses and colleges. Meantime, veteran cricket commentator Joseph Reds Pereira has concerns with the selection of Shama Brooks, Kieran Powell and Akeem Jordan in the squad for the combined campuses and colleges Super 50 team. Pereira is asking if the philosophy of using the college team to unnerve and prepare young talent has changed.
Well, Shama Brooks, for example, well past 30, has been given the job as captaincy and maybe unable to make the Barbados team. Kieran Powell, the Leewards opening batsman, along with the West Indies for some time, born in Nevis, in the CCC team. And we have had a situation where Kimar Jordan, just back from playing at the highest level in county cricket in England, is all included in front of possible talented players for the future. Now, where is the policy? Is there a CCC policy, or that's gone through the windows? And the selectors really must be asked to explain how they have arrived with those three selections.
Veteran cricket commentator Joseph Reds Pereira. Well, that's how we end the DBS News and Sports. Join us at 1:15 this lunchtime. We'll have another major package. And before that, we'll have a preview at 11 on behalf of the news desk and the sports desk as well. Our links personnel, Hazari Williams. I am Ivona John Baptist Luge. Good morning.
Rudolph Thomas Enterprise in Portsmouth, your suppliers of building materials and hardware products. Over 20 years experience in the business. Rudolph Thomas has lumber and plywood, Portland and tile cement, steel rods, galvanized and fence pipe. And Rudolph Thomas can meet all your wire needs. Galvanized roofing sheets, doors, windows, toilet sets, space pieces, and bidets. PVC piping, fittings, and lattice. Check out Rudolph Thomas for ceramic and vinyl floor and wall tiles, nails, nuts and bolts, paint and painting supplies. And check out their line of electrical and hand tools. And Rudolph Thomas is your one-stop shop for hard-to-find items like fiberglass mat and fiberglass resin and welding rods. Go now to Rudolph Thomas on 1240 Bay Street in Portsmouth.
More money with NBT, it's more money.
One easy loan.
More money with NBT, it's more money.
To upgrade my phone and even my home with one simple loan.
More money.
To have your wedding, to go traveling, to do anything.
More money.
No security. Speed delivery, just check NBT. Apply anytime. In branch online, it's more money time.
More money with NBT, it's more money.
No collateral.
More money with NBT, it's more money.
Speedy delivery.
More money with NBT, it's more money.
Just check NBT.
More money with NBT, it's more money.
DBS News. Accurate, up-to-date, professional. We bring you the news of the nation via 3 newscasts, Monday to Saturday at 7 a.m. The DBS Major Morning News, 1:15 p.m. Your lunchtime news bulletin, and at 6 in the evening, the DBS Evening News. Call us at 448-4302. Listen on www.dbcradio.net. Don't forget to like our Facebook page at www.facebook.com/DBS facebook.com/DBS Radio. Stay on top of the nation's news with your nation station, DBS. "7:35 is the time here on your Nature Isle. At this time, I'd like to remind you of your Kananago sentence for today, and that's, I am hungry. I like cassava bread. That's La Matina Canisitina Arepa. La Matina Canisitina Arepa. La, L-A, Matina, M-A-T-I-N-A, Canisitina, K-A-N-I-S-I-T-I-N-A, and Arepa, A-R-E-P-A. La Matina Canisitina Arepa. I am hungry. I like cassava bread. Join us tomorrow morning, God willing, at roughly 6:47 for another edition of your Kananago Word of the Day here on your nation station, DBS Radio. At this time, we'd like to extend birthday greetings to a lovely individual celebrating her big day today. That's Avenel George. Wishing you all the best, sending good vibes, positive energy, peace, health, and strength your way. Of course, employee here at the Nation Station, member of the sales team, sending good vibes and positive energy to you. Wishing you all the best as you celebrate today. Greetings coming from myself, Angelita, and the entire management and staff of the Nation Station. Hoping you have a wonderful day, a magical day today. Wishing you many more years to come. Avenel George, good morning. And happy birthday. Up next, your morning's weather report, made possible compliments Big Edge Financial and Flow Dominica Limited.
Here's a fun fact. In just 29 seconds, you can say goodbye to paper bills forever. Seriously, in 29 seconds. That's less time than this ad. Head over to discoverflow.co or visit us in-store and update your contact information now. By October 1st, your bills will be digital, easy to access, secure, and hassle-free. So what are you waiting for? This ad still has 2 seconds left, and you could have already gone paperless.
At this time, we greet Dane Charles with this morning's weather report. Good morning. All right, we'll bring you your weather report in just a bit of technical difficulties here. Keep it locked into your nation station, DBS Radio.
Make weather information a part of your daily life. Listen to the weather report after the morning news and at 1:10 p.m. daily on DBS Radio. A message from the Dominica Meteorological Service, your trusted source for weather information.
It's now 7:38 on your Nature Isle. At this time, once again, we join Dane Charles with this morning's weather report.
Good morning. This is your weather update from the Dominica Meteorological Service at the Douglas Charles Airport for the 31st of October 2024, recorded at 7 a.m.